And you said your name and badge number was what?
Do you have a driver's license or just an ID card?
Just ID. And my traveler's card.
Your travel?
Hi, how you doing? I'm Officer Ross with the Orlando Police Department. Do you have a license on you, boss?
Is there a reason to stop you?
So 1, your tag is expired, and 2, that you don't have taillights on your tag.
Within seconds, this traffic stop turns into a non-stop battle of pseudo-law theories and made-up legal jargon.
It's called corpus delicti. There must be an injured party for a crime to be committed. You carry a bond for that reason.
Instead of cooperating, the driver instantly launches into one of those internet legal theories where apparently traffic laws only count if somebody gets physically injured.
Foxtrot 35, can I get a 45 and a supervisor? Sir, I'm gonna ask you one more time to identify yourself. At this point, I told you the 2 reasons that I stopped you today, okay? You don't have any lights on your plate, and then it's expired. I'm now asking you to identify yourself. Now you're refusing twice.
A crime is corpus delicti if there's no injured party, no crime has been committed.
Are you refusing to identify yourself? If you refuse to identify yourself, you're going to jail for resisting, okay?
Even after multiple warnings, the driver keeps refusing to identify himself while talking about bonds and imaginary financial penalties against officers.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
What's your name?
Officer Ross. Now I've told you multiple times to identify yourself because you're on a traffic stop.
That's not a law.
Failure to do so, this is my 3rd time. You need to ID yourself.
And that's not a law.
Okay.
And you carry a bond for that reason. Each violation costs you $250,000. So now, I'll gladly get out and go with you, but best believe I'm going after that bond.
Okay. So you're not going to give me any sort of identification, nothing?
There's no crime committed.
Okay.
So
you don't want to identify yourself?
I'm waiting on your supervisor.
Okay.
You can actually hear the officer staying patient longer than most people would, while the driver keeps acting like he discovered a legal loophole nobody else in America knows about.
Okay.
You the supervisor?
No, they're on the way.
Okay. And what's your name and badge number?
38895. Officer Lawrence. Can you do me a favor and turn the car off for us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you, sir.
And you said your name and badge number was what?
Officer Ross 38467.
All right, thank you. As I told her, no crime has been committed. The crime is called corpus delicti. If there's no injured party, no crime has been committed. You can't attach a fee. You can't use license, registration, insurance, any of that. That's called res judicata.
The irony is painful because he spends more energy arguing semantics than it would have taken to simply hand over an ID and drive away with a citation.
How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. You supervisor?
Yep, what's up?
And what's your name and badge number?
Purple Aaron Wilkins, 38339.
All right. So I asked them
Yep.
if they know the law, because of course the law states ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Okay, so what's your question?
So I asked her why she stopped.
Yep.
She said tag.
Okay.
All right. That's not a crime. The crime is corpus delicti.
Okay.
No injured party, no crime has been committed.
Okay, so instead of 40 can't have expired tags.
Sorry?
Is it expired tag? Okay. So you have 2 violations of 4 state statute and your vehicle's in Florida. So those are 2 violations. You can stand here and argue with me. Here's the deal. You're going to step out of the car and you're going to identify yourself.
The supervisor finally makes it crystal clear that the driver has 2 choices: comply or go to jail.
Get out of the vehicle, and if you refuse to get out of the vehicle, you're going to go to jail.
But listen, understand
Okay.
now, if we're going to do that, then I'm going after everybody's bond, okay?
That's fine. Go ahead.
Open up the vehicle.
Okay.
Open up the vehicle.
I'm sorry?
Open up the vehicle.
You said what?
Open up the vehicle.
Okay. You want me to open or you going to open?
You can open it because your door is not working.
All right.
Alright, thank you. Let me get your phone.
All right.
Someone else.
You want to take the phone too? All right.
Once outside the vehicle, the story starts falling apart even faster.
Did you move to Florida?
I'm sorry?
Are you moving to Florida, or are you just visiting?
I moved
How long you been in Florida?
3 months.
Do you have a Florida license, or no? No. Do you work in Florida?
We'll see about that now, won't we?
Well, this doesn't mean you're going to jail. All right?
All right.
We just got to conduct our investigation. You're refusing to identify yourself, so we'll go through there.
I haven't committed a crime.
Okay.
Okay, put your butt here.
Okay.
Is this car registered to you?
No.
No. Okay.
He continues insisting he's traveling instead of driving, as if changing vocabulary somehow changes legal responsibility.
It's on me.
Okay.
In my right second pocket.
Okay. You mind if I grab that?
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license or just an ID card?
Just ID. I have my traveler's card.
Your traveler's card? Where's that at?
In the car.
It's in here. And what's a traveler's card do for you?
That's what I'm doing. I'm traveling. I'm not driving. Driving is an underground
Okay.
railroad process.
Okay.
Mr. Brown, do you know your social off the top of your head?
No, you need my social.
We're looking at your criminal history. Are you wanting to give your social? It's a yes or no.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Do we have the 1015?
Yes.
Okay, do you want me to bring him a car back, have Jordan start searching through the car? What do you...
We can put him in my car. We can go through his pockets.
Okay. Good to search? Okay. Turn around for me. You got anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me? No.
Situations like this are the perfect example of how people create massive legal problems for themselves over violations that normally end with a ticket and a warning.
Put you in the car. Oops, sorry, man. If you want to come out and turn your butt the other way, it might work a little better. There you go. And just scoot back that way. Better? You got nothing in your shoes, right?
No.
The reality is that none of this happened because of some government conspiracy or hidden corporate law system. It happened because somebody believed internet myths over actual laws, ignored repeated lawful commands, and kept escalating a situation that officers gave him multiple chances to resolve peacefully.